You look amazing. That song was
thank you.
beautiful. Camilla, I'm such a fan of Legoland. Can I go with you?
Oh my God.
Yes.
I really am a child, Camila. I love Legos.
Me too. I just bought the R2-D2 and I'm struggling. It's for like 5 to 10-year-olds.
Oh, so I didn't buy, I did Yoda. I've done Yoda.
You've done Yoda?
Yeah, I bought it for my son, but really I was doing it. Yeah, yeah.
I don't have an excuse to buy it for anyone else.
I just own it. Like, it's fun, and it kind of is very calming and therapeutic. I like putting it together. I heard, though, that you were recently in Texas, where I'm from.
I was in Texas, yeah.
Were you shooting there or just having a good time?
The Lone Star State. I was there promoting this fabulous gin that is from Scotland.
That's the right state to do it. Yeah,
it is. They like gin down there. We were in Houston and Austin. It was really hot. And honestly, the nicest people, the great food, and the food.
Yeah.
The great food.
But you have a new gin. So let's talk about it.
I have this new gin. It's called the Wild Scottish Gin. It's called the Sassenach Wild Scottish Gin. All the botanicals are from Scotland, from where I'm from, in the southwest of Scotland. We've got toasted oats, blaeberries, rhubarb, Scots pine, heather. It's a really balanced gin. So we've been touring all around the US, pouring people gin and tonics and having a damn good time.
Well, I don't want to be left out, so I had them pour us one. So here you go.
I hope you made these nice and strong. Right?
I did. Well, if I made it, it would have been. But I guarantee you they were looking out for Mama, and it's not that strong.
We like to serve it with a little bit of apple in there because we have apples as our main citrus. But cheers!
Is it like crab apple?
It is. Yeah.
I have crab apple trees. I grow them at my ranch. Yeah.
We used to pick them. You can't eat them because they're really sour.
Yeah.
And, but they're great for gin, obviously.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm growing them.
Sandra.
For gin. Well, we saw, it is really good, by the way. We saw this photo of Sam in New York that I really wanted to show everybody because, I mean, are you trying to pick up every woman in New York? Was that the goal? Because I'm just saying, like, what do you keep in the bag? What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
It's like a really fancy fanny pack.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
It's a bit like the TARDIS. I've got everything in there. I've got bottles of gin and...
it's like Mary Poppins. There's so much room.
Yeah. No, I mean, what can you get in your That's a sporran. Keep your mobile phone, your lip salve, and anything else. Crab apples, maybe.
Oh, crab apples. There you go. But you can't eat them. All right. His new book is called Clanlands in New Zealand. It's on November 7th. So I love that, like, you get it out. Get it out.
What did you give these guys?
So we gave them your gin.
Yeah,
yes, we gave them your gin. No, I love that you write a book and you get to, like, go all over New Zealand, right? Like, for this book?
Yeah, right, yeah. I went to New Zealand, traveled all over the islands, and it's kind of like Peter Pan's world, honestly. It's got alpine, it's got glaciers, it's got amazing mountains, fjords, jungle, flightless birds, great white sharks. There's so much to do there. It really is an incredible place.
It's beautiful. I remember the first time I went there, I was like, why do I not live here?
Right. Parts of it remind me of Scotland. It's got a real Scottish connection. That's kind of the reason I went there. But it is mountainous. It's an epic country. And
you are the person that goes to, I'm the person that goes to a place and, like, enjoys the scenery. And you're a person that adventures around, right? You do all the things that might kill you.
Yeah. I dived with great white sharks. I jumped off cliffs. Obviously, they invented bungee jumping in New Zealand. They invented zorbing, if you don't know what that is. It's a big ball that you climb inside and then roll down a hill. It sounds terrible. It's great fun.
It sounds like the worst ride at a fair is what it sounds like.
It's pretty much. You then can fill the ball with water or gin, maybe, or whatever you want.
Now you've reeled me in. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I heard that the foreword is Peter Jackson. That's amazing. Lord of the Rings. So did you meet while you were there? Like
Sir Peter Jackson. No, we didn't meet him, unfortunately. But my co-star Graham, he had worked on The Hobbit many years ago. I was possibly named after a hobbit. My brother was named after an elf in real life. So I was like, this is meant to be. So we went to Weta, where they build all of the animatronics and the prosthetics, and they actually made me up to be a creature from Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Unfortunately, it wasn't an elf. It was a dwarf. I got to play Groin the dwarf.
Okay.
And it was quite a transformation.
I know. Wait, I want to see the picture because it is quite the transformation.
There he is.
Yes. That guy is not picking up a lot of women in New York.
I don't know.
A guy, I mean, well, maybe a particular kind. Yeah. I have to ask, though, I heard this story. I love Egypt. I've actually been to Cairo as well. And I heard you were there shooting a movie. And you were on the top of a taxi.
Yeah, normally you get in them. But yes, here's me on top of a taxi pretending to be on a horse. So I'm driving around Cairo doing this independent movie many, many years ago. And I had to, do the horse acting. And
I feel like there's a lot of horses maybe they could have gotten. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very cheap movie.
I was going to say, I was like, you're
and
on
I had to pay for the ride at the end.
Like the Uber. Thank you. 5 stars.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I just imagine, like, where's everyone watching you? Like, on the top of a car? Just, what is this movie and can I find it? Like, what is it? I have one of those.
It's never.
I have one of those, too. So, wait, you did theater when you were young, right? You've been in this. Did you know when you were very young that you wanted to do acting, like, on stage?
I was definitely interested in it. I didn't know I could do it. I'm still not sure if I can. No, but I did. I got into acting through theatre and for many years worked on stage in the UK and toured a lot. And one show I did, I toured around Scotland, and it was a sort of small stage, much like this, but smaller. And I came on stage, and during the performance, I fell through the stage because it was sort of a temporary one, and I had to carry on like it was part of the show. So, like, yeah, I'm sort of doing half a monologue, like looking out at the audience like this. And
then you became a hobbit. You were half of you. You're half of you. Oh my God! You just kept going. Like, wait, you didn't climb out.
My co-star just started laughing and didn't stop, but we had to just pretend it was all part of it. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd laugh.
It's a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like one of those people that's on SNL that laughs in the skits. That would be me. I wouldn't be. I'm not an actor. So, well, we have a photo from that time that I want to show. So wait, here we go.
Oh,
look at you. You're like a little wee boy.
Young and innocent. Thank you. I was 22 years old there.
I love it. Oh my gosh. I heard that we have something in common. So I cannot stand helicopters. I'm terrified of them.
Oh,
you don't like them either, right?
Right, listen, I, in New Zealand, had to go on a helicopter ride. It sounds amazing. We flew up 7,000 feet up into Milford Sound, on top of a glacier in the height of summer.
Yeah.
Talk about climate change. Thankfully, there's still glaciers there.
Yeah.
And I was in a kilt. Riding in a helicopter with a kilt on can be a bit drafty, I have to admit. But I was standing on a glacier in commando, so I feel like it's a first, right?
Commando. And I like how you say glacier. I like that. I have actually stood on it. It was Portage Glacier in Alaska, and it is actually sad because now I look back and like how it looked whenever I was there. It's even gone down, like since I was there as well. But it is. I was terrified. I took a helicopter up to it, and I was so terrified in the helicopter. I was like, "Is this how I'm going to go?" Yeah, I recently had to come back into New York via helicopter. It was amazing flying into the city. It's such an incredible city. But the whole time, I was just staring at the captain because he kept looking down. I'm like, "What's he looking at? Is something broken?" Oh no! I was pretty freaked out. Yeah. And if it is, I hope it's not the thing at the top holding it all together.